I guess.
Are those new underwear? That's nice.
No, they're old, but thanks for noticing.
All content is brought to you by our Patreon subscribers. For $3 a month, you can help keep the lights on at From North to Wharf. We appreciate all of your ongoing support. For all your North to Wharf merchandise, head on over to our shop at fromnorthtowharf.threadless.com.
Does Hestia know you?
Oh yeah, clearly, we're on a wrong name basis.
And now we're here, and there aren't any monkeys being friends with lions!
Okay, no one said for sure there'd be monkeys, honey.
I'm not gonna arrest the moose.
He's a good boy! He's a good boy!
Being your muse no longer amuses me. That's pretty good, you can use that. But that's it. I'm done with your show.
From the Great North to Wonder Wharf. All right.
Hello, everybody! It's Monday. Welcome to a brand new episode of From the Great North to Wonder Wharf, your unofficial one-stop destination for bento box information. As always, I am Mike.
And I am JB.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. First, I want to say one thing, and I should have run this by JB, but I don't think he'll mind. The last couple days in the country have been a little crazy. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Not to be a downer, but hopefully everybody's doing okay, and just I don't know what's going on, but hopefully everybody's okay. But with that being said, hello JB.
Hey Mike, I thought you were going with the Jerry Springer, like take care of yourselves.
Oh well, I mean,
and each other.
Absolutely, please do. Things are. I know for some folks everything's a little scary right now, but if I could be serious, Mike, for a second, hopefully everybody's doing okay and everybody's doing well. With that out the way, I can go back to being my normal shitty self.
Mike, yes.
Yes, I can go back to being Mike. Comic-Con is next week. JB, you are wearing a Toddland team shirt. You're wearing last year's Wheelie Mammoth. I, of course, am wearing the fish odors from the year before. Now, why are we doing that?
Good question.
Good question. Me and JB got eyes on this year's shirts done by the amazing Stacy over at Toddland. And I guess we're wearing these to tease the reveal of the shirts next week. Yes. The team shirts. They are amazing. We actually had a hand in helping to decide on things, which is very fun. So we can't wait to show you that next week.
Exciting.
Next week, we'll be able to show you that because next week, we're coming at you live every day from San Diego in San Diego Comic-Con. It's finally time, everybody. JB gets in on Monday. I get in on Tuesday. And every single day, we will be bringing you updates from San Diego.
Just in time for lunch at the Cheesecake.
Fuck. Abby says, Mike, did you get a new tattoo?
This big black one that looks
this
like
one?
a bruise. Yes.
This one? Oh, that was last October. Thank you for noticing, Abby. Hey, Devil Horns, it's like 2 a.m. Go to bed.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Also, for what it's worth. Oh, and we have a guest tonight. We will get to them in a second. Trust me. Yes. Trust me. It is very busy, and we can't wait. Devil Horns does an amazing Luis impression, by the way.
Oh.
Luis impression. Devil Horns does. I caught the tail end of their live stream this afternoon, and it was dope. But hopefully I can catch the next one in time. So it's the final countdown. Yes, Marlena. Next week. In fact, I'm going to start packing tomorrow, and I can't wait, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to start laundry so I can get packing.
Yes. JB, do you have anything else before we bring on our special guest for tonight? To be fair, you don't show off your underarms frequently. Fair enough. Yes.
He doesn't. No.
This was last October, and I'm getting some new ones soon. So I'll give you all a tattoo tour one day.
He's always about getting new ones. We'll show you first thing the meetup new buttons and all that stuff as soon as we can show you the booths and what con's going to look like for all of the Toddland properties. We will let you know. Usually first look, so we'll probably have to do maybe like Thursday morning. We'll do a quick walk around. Because I don't think they want us to do Wednesdays. So.
No, I will say this: the first preview of the brand new plush that people will be getting at Comic-Con, or at least ordering at Comic-Con, maybe we'll have the first pictures of it.
Us holding it.
Yeah, maybe we'll have the first pictures of that. May want to stay tuned.
We'll just have a little catch with it. We'll catch.
Yes, but not you. You have to watch. But yeah, there's gonna be we'll definitely see.
Yeah, it's just three grown men rolling on the ground with the plush, being like, ha 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 ha.
Well, hello to you as well, Devil Horns. Definitely gonna catch the next live stream. I promise. I turned on notifications, so I won't miss it. I promise. But dope. All right, JB. Anything else?
Not that I can think of. No, we'll have a plenty to share next week once we get. I mean, panels, meetup, all of it. And who knows who's gonna stop by and say hey.
We might, but you have no idea. You may want to tune in. All right. If you have followed our page for any amount of time, or if you've been on Instagram and follow Bob's Burgers content, you, of course, have seen tons of artwork, tons of this, that, and the other, but you don't see a lot of puppets. Our guest tonight is what I would consider the puppet master of the Bob's Burgers world, JB. I think you might agree with me on that.
Yes. I'm literally just thinking now Metallica that you've said that, but yes.
he is the puppet master. I was thinking of the horror movie myself. Hell of a Teddy impression and impressions in general. He's an animator. He's I would say a voice actor and a puppeteer. Nor to Warfers, welcome to the stage, Michael Paradiso. Oh, I turned off your mic. Hold on. There we go.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Great Monday so far. How about you?
Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's been a nice Monday. It's a day that's it's more of a Tuesday than a Monday today, if I'm being perfectly honest. It has Tuesday vibes.
I wish it was a Tuesday. Then we'd be one day closer to leaving for sunny San Diego, but alas, here we are.
You got a few more hours, my friend.
Yes. Before we go to the past, or is it the future? We go back to the past, then we come back into the future.
Oh, it's so fun. In the chat, it doesn't show the emoji, so all I see is the prompt. So it says like, "Welcome to the show," colon and dash pink dash waving colon. So it's fun.
Thank you, waving colon.
First off, thank you for joining us tonight. We've kind of been fans from afar, and you've tagged us and stuff. And we posted stuff, but in small conversations here and there. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you for wanting me to join. It was I feel very honored, and I mean, yes, my pits are drained from anxiety, but I'm very honored that you were like, oh, this is so cool. What you guys do is so cool.
Oh, thank you. Well, thanks. We're here it's going to be very chill, and we're just going to ask some simple questions. The first of which is like, who do you think you are?
24601.
Yeah, we're keeping it chill. We're keeping it light, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl tonight.
I was almost the cover girl, but they went with famous people instead. Fair
enough. You got it. You got to be able to sell copies, and famous people get copies sold, so that's fine.
Yeah. You weren't going to sell out for anybody. That's fine.
Yeah, you have your principles.
You got standards. Yeah, like Bob, you have principles.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question is, now obviously you do puppets, you do animation, you do voice acting, I would say. Mm-hmm. What came first for you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm honestly not sure. Because I was like very, very little when I started doing all of this stuff. With puppets, I know the story. I was so as the story goes, I was 5 years old and I wanted to make my Elmo doll talk. So my mom just kind of like shook it around. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm Elmo. And I don't know, I guess I was like, no, I want to make it talk like how he talks on Sesame Street. I guess I don't know. So my mom took a seam ripper to Elmo's butt and strapped some chopsticks to his hands, and then the rest is what I'm doing.
Now, when's about like how young were when you started doing that?
I was. You mean like the puppetry and stuff?
I guess just tapping into like your creative side.
Oh, I honestly have no idea. I've been drawing and doing puppets for as long as I can remember. Like to this day, I carry around like a sketchbook, just like a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's been almost probably forever kind of thing.
I would say maybe when I was a fetus, because I mean, not for nothing. When my mom gave birth to me, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was playing, and it was the chart with the giant squid, and that, because it was the 50s, that is a puppet.
Yeah.
So,
we hadn't tamed the giant squid just yet, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
You mean
I personally, yeah. My mom's gonna be so happy we're talking about that. Yeah, it's something that I can't remember a moment not, drawing or playing with puppets or like making things out of clay and all that jazz.
I even think like as a kid, most kids at some age have some sort of a desire for puppets. Whether it's like they learn about Sesame Street, they learn about like Lamb's Chops Play Along, or like any of those old shows that used puppets, and just like even like Star Wars, they're like, oh, those are puppets? Yeah, like Yoda's a puppet.
I mean, even like playtime with your toys, even though it's not like doing this or marionette, it's still puppetry.
Still like, yeah, you're moving it around and giving it a voice, giving it a name.
Like these headphones, it's like, oh, hello, I'm Mr. Headphones, or hello, I'm Mr. Headphones. You can call me Sir Phony of Head.
That's very Gene of you when he was locked in the basement.
Ken, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like anything, in my opinion, can be a puppet.
I feel like Jim Henson believed that too. I mean, fruit was a puppet. Like all kinds of inanimate objects were puppets.
Yeah. Could be. Because I mean, it's literally just bringing to life the inanimate and animating them, as you said, and I now am saying with worse words.
Yeah.
Well, even like Toasty One, you just brought up like, so Bob makes burger puppets. He kind of does, because he'll be like, is there too much mustard on you? No.
Well, he does that with everything. Everything he what's it called when you give human characteristics? Anthropomorphize things. The baster, the turkeys, anything. So
the dentist tools, they don't have voice.
The dentist. I'm gonna cut you.
That's not what it's used for.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you have a favorite medium you like to work in? I mean, obviously we know you from the puppets, but do you have like a medium that you prefer over another?
No, it's a tie between drawing cartoons and making puppets and puppeteering puppets. For my sister is an actor and performer, and I guess I also kind of do that, but I prefer doing it hidden, and that's kind of where the puppets come into play. So
I don't want the limelight, but I kind of want the limelight.
I want my hand to have the limelight.
Yes.
So, and yeah, it's definitely a tie between the two of them. Because I don't know, for me, I'm not complete unless I'm either drawing or using a puppet, or not using, or I shouldn't say I'm not complete when I'm using a puppet. I'm
making, constructing.
Yeah, if I'm not creating in some way, it kind of activates the depression.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
That's very common in a lot of people who are creatives. They're just like, if the brain's quiet, that's a bad thing. So like, we got to keep working, keep making, keep doing things.
That's when the bad thoughts come in. You got to drown them out with something productive. I get that. Yeah.
I thought you said bath salts for a second.
I'm in Florida, baby. We got them. If you need them, we got them. If you want to eat a homeless man's face, yeah, we got you.
Well, I hear that they're high in nutrition.
You'll burn a lot of calories for certain.
Yeah,
that much is certain. So I did peruse your Instagram, and actually your YouTube. I perused your YouTube, and I did see one instance of you live on stage singing Frozen.
Yes, that was a that was back during when I used to do theater. I used to build puppets for a theater company in Baltimore, and they were doing a holiday show, and my sister and I thought it would be a fun thing to do Love is an Open Door, but like have it just be one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was one of those things. It was like 21 doing it, and I'm nervous on stage, and I have the puppet, and the puppet that I have is kind of I was using is kind of a loose cannon, so lots of stuff that was not rehearsed happened in there. But that tends to happen a lot with me because I'm not sure why. I'm trying to tame it down, but that just, I don't know, when the puppet goes on, it goes crazy.
It's like was it Marilyn from the Mutiny on the Seabreaker or Windbreaker? Like, once he has the puppet on, he is literally that and all the things that he says.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you able, because I know you mentioned like I don't want the limelight, and maybe I do a little, but I don't want my face out there. Can you, in that moment when you're on stage and you're using the puppet, can you kind of tune everything out and maybe not necessarily hide behind the puppet, but like trick your brain into thinking nobody's looking at me, they're all just looking at this right now?
Well, I don't even have to trick my brain, because in that it's kind of like with Avenue Q. You're not looking at the person, you're looking at the puppet the entire time. Because the people in Avenue Q are visible the entire time. And other shows like Lion King and those two.
Yeah, they just wear like black leotards, so like they kind of fade in, but you can see them moving around.
Right, like it's less of them seeing me, it's more seeing my face, which is, and I think that's part of the reason I grew a beard, is because it's kind of like I'm wearing a mask.
Oh, I grew it because I looked 12 without it, so.
I mean, don't we all though?
Oh, even more so. I don't have a photo.
Especially.
Yeah. Yeah. JB is actually just two children stacked on top of each other if he shaves his beard.
Yes, pretty much. It's pretty sad. That's why I can't do it.
So you make your own puppets, right? All from scratch.
Yeah.
Except, how do you learn?
Sometimes it's what?
Like, how do you learn how to do that? Like, I get like like most kids make sock puppets, but like yours are intricate, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, how do you do all that? How do you learn it?
Well, nowadays it's very easy to learn because there's so many people making tutorial videos on how to make puppets, like Muppet type puppets. There's this one guy on YouTube named Adam Krudinger he's for years has been making videos on how to make really deep, like really Muppety type puppets, and using like sourcing on where to get the professional materials and stuff. But I didn't have him when I was a kid. So
yeah,
it kind of started out like it first started out with my parents disemboweling stuffed animals. And then before I could learn how to sew, I kind of drew it, and then my mom or my dad would sew it together, and I kind of would place And I remember getting this book. It was a book that they used to sell at Michael's. It was like the big book of, can't think of what it was. It was like a big book of puppets or something like that. And it was like an instruction manual on how to make puppets out of everyday objects while having them also look, all professional and Muppety looking, which was really cool. Like you could jazz up a sock puppet just like with adding like little details and stuff.
Like cotton balls and little things like that. And
right,
felt. Yeah.
And making a paper plate bear with blinking eyes that made out of walnut shells.
No.
Yeah. I never learned that one, but the sock puppets.
But the science is sound.
We've run the numbers. Everything checks out.
I don't remember when I started playing with the foam though, but I think I found a behind the scenes on how they made the Muppets, because way back when, before YouTube, those were really, really, really rare and hard to find. Mm-hmm. And they showed like foam, and we're like, oh, okay, we can use foam and hot glue and or contact cement, which you need to have a vent. If you'd use contact cement, anyone who wants to make puppets, do it outside or in a well-ventilated area, because you will have memory gaps otherwise.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of Fortnite with Gene, where he's like spray painting his room, and then all of a sudden he's just like.
That's exactly that's exactly it.
And also, if you use a hot glue gun, don't touch the tip or the glue. It's called hot for a reason.
Though I'm one of those people's like I test out, and I just kind of to make sure it'll stick the right consistency that it can stick.
No,
that'll not be that, but
that'll burn your fingerprint off for a couple days. So
yeah, and it won't grow back, and then you can rob banks. He said jokingly, wink, wink.
The puppet's doing this. I'm not doing this.
I can't control him. It's his gun. Guy. Yeah,
please, help me.
I just drove him here.
I drove him to this.
So you start making puppets as a kid. Were you because you do two kinds of puppets as far as I've seen. You do the ones that are on like a popsicle stick, just like a black and white line drawing. And I would consider those puppets.
Yeah, I would too.
What came first, the pencil or the line drawing on a stick puppet, or the I'm Jim Henson, I'm making a full-fledged puppet?
Probably that one. I honestly, I have such a bad memory of which came first, but I'm assuming it's that one because there's photographic evidence of me doing that. And
see, it's the fumes that got to you, so you don't remember.
I was about to say,
no, I mean, no, it's I inherited that from my father.
Using Sharpie on the eyes, every pupil, I just lose brain cells.
Yeah. Exactly.
We got a question in chat. Aaron wants to know. They love puppets very much. They got to ask: have you seen Sniffle and Ollie? Speaking of sock puppets,
I have not. I know who they are. Though. I know who they are, though. I just haven't gotten around to seeing them yet. I know what they look like. I know that they have like the little cat eyes and the little nose, but I haven't seen them yet.
What are we even doing here, Aaron? It's amazing you brought that up. I was just listening to what the hell's his name, Liam Lynch, the other day, and he does Sniffle and Ollie. So it's really funny that you brought that up. Check United States of whatever for all you younger kids who don't know who the hell I'm talking about. Let's see. Okay, cool.
I know. I'm a disgrace to anything that wiggles.
Hey. Your words, not ours. But
yeah,
we're not going to disagree.
I always found it super interesting that as a kid, like every kindergarten or pre-K class has a stage for puppets. Like it's almost like a thing where it's just like, this is how you build your imagination. You have to make puppets, and like every kid's just like, I guess I have to do this, and it's like a rite of passage. But I just remember enjoying it. Like it was just kind of fun. You could just like pretend, like just put your head back and kind of just like hit each other with different things and just be like, it's entertainment.
That makes me. That reminded me, like when I was a kid, there was at my school they had these. We didn't really do those, but we had these marionettes that were made out of.
Yeah.
They were made out of this like silk flowy fabric, and they were very simplistic. Where it was just like they like put a little stuffing in the corners and tied it, and then the base was just the head, and then the body just kind of like it cascaded down. So it like had this kind of flowing motion.
So when you see an episode like Amelia or the other one, the JB, you may know the episode title, the one where they do the puppets.
Oh, the marionette.
The marionette one. Do you see those episodes like, oh, they're doing it wrong. They're not. They should have done this. That's not the right one. Or did they?
No, because in my opinion, there's no wrong way to do it. You know, they like. I mean, there are like if you like. I mean, there are wrong ways. Don't get me wrong. Like when it comes to like the kind that I do, when it not building but performing, there are kind of wrong things to do.
There's some etiquette.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's really, in my opinion, no wrong way to do puppetry. You know, it's just like if you're having fun, you're doing it right. Also, I love the fact that Ron is a puppeteer. That made me so happy.
Oh yeah,
like him being a puppeteer made me so happy.
We have wanted an episode just from Ron's perspective for a little bit, just a little blip of like waking up in the morning and him just going to the like van for Hugo, but just like be fun to see him do some puppeting before he actually leaves. Just to be like, this is just part of who he is now.
Oh my God, you're describing a dream of mine. that sounds wonderful.
Or even just like the puppet being like, we have a new health inspector here, Hugo. Do you want to introduce him? No, Ron, I don't want to introduce him. And it's just like, here he is. It's like, health inspection. And like, he's worse than Hugo. It's like Ron unhinged. I think that'd be fun too.
He says, I want you to meet little Hugo. Hello. And it's like a Mr. Rogers type. Hello, how are you doing?
What if Hugo has to leave for like a sabbatical or something, and then Ron can't handle it, so he makes a Hugo puppet?
Oh my God.
That'd be fun too. Like, this isn't 6 inches. This is too cold.
I mean, he didn't, but he didn't do that when the crazy guy,
Tommy Gironda.
Oh, Tommy
Gironda. Yeah. Was throwing the literal bags of rat poop everywhere. In which case, why didn't they just promote Ron?
Yeah,
he's not ready for the big time.
Well, he's got the big hair.
Tommy is.
we had Ron on the show. He's not ready for the big time. He's not ready for it.
Maybe there's not a big enough hairnet for Ron.
Yeah, there have to be like a hair.
Like a
I don't know, maybe like one of those like inflatable swimming pools you put outside. Just drape it over his head.
Let's throw out that horrible 2000s reference, the Cat in the Hat hat that people used to put on their heads. Like that thing could have probably covered Ron's hair and been good enough.
The Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
Yes. Yeah. Aaron in the chat says, seriously, don't know how it went so long being undiagnosed autistic. I caused an absolute menace fundraising for puppet heads and then conning the quilting circle at the VA to help me make bodies just to have an after-school puppet club. Hey, we all do what we got to do to get what we want.
As long as you do it with kindness.
Yeah, they had a blast making them. Like, how dare you think they didn't?
Unless you're like, you're doing it wrong. That's 2 more months off your life.
Let's see. Cello Phoenix chimes in. I love the beginning of the episode when Luis is in her own dreamscape and she is Coochie.
Yeah.
Love it.
Exactly. Like when her just playing with her toy. That's if you think that's like about it. That's almost like a type of puppetry. You know, you're just making
like
a story.
It's like basics. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just creating stories and narratives out of what you've got.
Exactly.
Now, on top of puppets, which we'll get back to, you also do animation.
Kind of?
Hold on. I've seen one of your bits, and I wanted to ask you about it because I was like, what the hell am I looking at? Let me pull it up because I don't want to misquote it here. Paradiso. I want to make sure I get the character's name right. Damn it to hell. Okay, I'll tell you the premise, and you'll be able to tell me what I'm looking at here. It was you, and I believe it was your sister as well. Shout out to your sister. She posted on her stories about us.
Chelsea Paradiso is amazing.
Shout out, Chelsea.
Chelsea Rose Paradiso. That's her stage name. Sorry.
So there was a short where I guess you had brought an animated character into real life, and then I see this red creature who's twerking on a car. Explain yourself, Mike.
That's all he can say.
Explain yourself.
So the red creature is named Frimpy.
There you go. Yes.
He's actually a character that I have been drawing since I was 9. And I don't know, when twerking became fashionable, I drew him twerking once and then I just never stopped. And
but it's like a really good animation. Like, how are you self-taught? How did you decide I want to make cartoons now? How did that come about?
Well, I've been drawing since I was, again, a fetus. Drawing.
You gotta do something. You're in there for 9 months. You gotta figure out something. So
the inner membrane, just dragging my finger around, and so I've always been really into animation. I've always thought animation is a medium is amazing. Like, I grew up with SpongeBob and Invader Zim and Nickelodeon shows, and
which also, not to interrupt you, but now makes me feel old that you said you grew up on those shows.
Yeah, you're old as shit. I'm kidding.
Of course.
Kind of.
You're just
yeah.
Well, I already forgot what I was saying. I was, I've been, like, I've always liked I always thought it was so cool when, you watch a DVD extra of a Disney movie and they show the animation process where it's kind of like a flip book.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always thought, I've done a little of it, but I really don't have the patience for it. So when it comes to that particular video, and other types of animations I've done in the past, what I do is I just draw 3 pictures and then just have it playing on a loop.
Oh,
yeah.
What program do you use?
I draw it on actual paper, and then I color the bits out on this app that I have called Pixay Pro.
Okay.
It's like a Photoshop app. And then I, do like a neutral background and then just go into Final Cut Pro and hit the keying option to place them in places.
Wow. Still, though, that's like, I mean, we've talked to plenty of animators, and they'll say that's kind of how they started doing things. It's like you would just kind of make it kind of wiggle. That's like Swiggle Vision almost.
Yeah. Dr. Katz.
Dr. Meow Meow.
Just going back on the chat here for a second. Toasty One says maybe it's time for an all puppet episode of Bob's. Better be a musical, though. Of course,
I would be all about it.
Absolutely.
In full honesty, I mean, I would definitely want to see that. But the only way I could see it really happening is if it was a fan art episode, another fan art episode,
mm-hmm.
or if they did it as like a credits segment,
Oh, like the end, yeah.
Yeah, because they've done it where they've changed the animation style for those a bit, like with when they were video game characters when Bob got high on the pills.
Oh yeah, the Burger Bobs, yeah, Burger Boss.
Have you considered doing a short? Obviously we've seen your reels, but have you considered maybe you got a Teddy, you got a Bob? Who else do you have in your lineup?
So I have all of the Belchers except Louise, because I was actually planning on making a Louise for this, but I ran out of fabric and it's not here yet.
Oh, fair enough.
So I have all the Belchers minus Louise, Teddy, and Marshmallow.
Oh, nice. Nice.
The marshmallow looks good too.
Yeah, I have them right here if you want.
Oh, we will see them here in a hot second for sure.
Yes.
Cello Phoenix says, I watched a show called Legends of Tomorrow, and they did a puppet episode, and it was just fantastic.
I'd love that episode.
Hey! I'm not aware of that show, but that's pretty cool. Is it kind of like How It's Made kind of thing, or?
Oh no, it's so I only watched that one episode because someone said you should watch that one episode. But it's one of those CW DC shows where it's a superhero show.
Okay.
A lot of those.
Yeah, I think it's either the one with Brendan Fraser or not.
Ooh.
I know one of them has Brendan Fraser on it, and he's in a metal suit the entire time.
That seems like a crime to keep that man in a suit the entire time.
I know. That's again George of the Jungle grew up on that.
Same. The Mummy, but yeah.
Yeah, Mummy was mine. Let's see. Aaron says raised on Ren and Stimpy here. Yep. Dang, Philia. Amen. Let's see. Martinez. If Smiling Friends can pull it out, even if just for one episode, then it's reanimating it as puppets as an April Fool's prank. I say, why not? I think because we've seen your reels, and I think you can pull it off. Your impressions are dope, so I don't think why not.
So here's a thought. Because someone just brought the jingle for the Bob's Burgers YouTube, and jingle made me think of Jingle Bells. Why not just do a Christmas special, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, kind of that vibe?
That could be fun.
Claymation could be fun.
I just thought, okay, if I make like a couple others, I could reenact the end of when they're singing Twinkly Lights, like lip sync them doing.
Yeah, you could.
Twinkly Lights.
That's the great thing because you could just take the audio and all you got to do is the puppet movements and just.
Oh, you could do Calvin and do Spirits of the Season,
and just put like a little drink in his hand and
yeah.
The hardest part though will be Felix ice skating because I mean I could actually I could just instead of having it
superimpose it, just do Calvin first and then record Felix separate and just mash it over.
Well, the thing is, like a lot of these puppets, I don't make the legs for it because my hand goes up the bum.
That one would probably do more of a marionette kind of.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk in that one. I could just do like a marionette. My favorite one is him doing the.
Oh, that's the best one. Yeah.
The shoulders, yes.
Just get Chelsea to just like drag it across screen once or twice.
If she'll do that, she lives in another state and she is a busy lady, and I respect her schedule because she is the best. I'm not bad mouthing my sister. You can't make me.
At least not on camera. No, I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. Producer Abby says they did an end credit puppet segment on Kristen's other show, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls did it, so there you go.
Yeah.
Aaron says it could be one of the kids' episodes telling versions of a story, one that might actually enjoy, like little puppet music videos.
That could work.
There you go.
Yeah, that last one they did with. It was like Linda as the Giving Tree. They did her in the Giving Tree style.
True.
JB did Linda as the Giving Tree.
Yeah, I drew it out.
You drew that one out?
I drew it out. Yeah, we had it for funsies for Valentine's Day. I drew it out, and then I made the twigs into a heart shape, and then filled it with apples. Linda had a wine glass in her hand too, in one of the branches.
Yeah, we gotta find that.
Yeah, it's a while ago, but I still got it.
Yeah, we need to post that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. Community did a puppet episode.
I really don't want this puppet episode to happen, Mike.
I definitely want the puppet episode to happen.
I just want you to at least start with like an end credits thing and then do the puppets.
Could be done.
Yeah.
You could do it. You could also do it from like Benji's perspective. Like get him back and then.
Mm-hmm. Are you, other than Luis, are you looking to make any other characters?
I'm thinking, Rudy, Mort. It all depends on, honestly, if I just feel like it. I mean, I definitely want to make Louise within the next week or two because, it's just one away.
Right.
I'm just thinking if you're able to do, if you get Louise Mort would be good because there's a lot of like seasons 1 through 5 are a lot of Mort conversations at the restaurant, and you could easily just use a tabletop and make that the restaurant. Have Teddy and him yelling at each other and doing their bits.
Why don't you eat the chicken teriyaki, Mort?
Your Teddy impression is pretty good, so I definitely think you need to do it.
Because I think then if you even the last person I think you'd really need is like Calvin, because he comes and be like, the rent is due, Belchers, and just like literally you could have little bits because there's always funny clips with just those characters involved.
My favorite line of his is it's like, you should teach in my school and you should work in my coal mine.
and not for nothing, but I know a certain co-host. I don't know how the screen's oriented for everybody else. That does a pretty sweet fish odor impression.
Oh, do it.
Oh, now I'm on the spot.
Now you're on the first spot.
Oh boy. Hello, Belchers. It's your landlord, Calvin Fishoder here. And just like literally just once I get a good script, you can just go. It's fun. We used to do commercials, and that was like my favorite bit is to be Calvin just trying to sell something. Or like, please
spend
stop at
whatever
one
little
wharf.
money
Please
you
stop.
have here from
Yes,
north.
please stop at the wharf. You there? You look like you have some of your parents' money. Stop here and play some games.
Stop here at the wharf.
And we know a good Linda for anybody who heard the intro.
Yeah,
that Linda at the end there, Jose does that.
Yeah,
so
Jose does that.
We can
That
up.
was a good Linda impression.
He's a TikTok Linda for those who are unaware. He's the one who does like 1 day of watching Bob's Burgers, 1 week of watching Bob's Burgers. That's Jose.
His story, real quick, just to give you the like how he nails this, is he was doing it for fun, and then happened to get invited to, I think like Alex Borstein was doing something, and John Roberts was there, and they brought John Roberts up, and then he like did an impersonation of John Roberts in front of him. He asked a question as Linda, and he was just like, "Oh, my understudy's here! Holy shit!" like I've got to watch out for you. You're good. And he was just like touched. He's like,
yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Really
Cello Phoenix wants you to make an Andy and Ollie. They could be like, "Hi, Tina, Gina, and Luis's mom." And then Marlena says, "I want to see Toasties." You want to see Toasties? Toasty's idea. Am I reading this correctly? Toast says,
sequences puppets. Then Gene's point of view, waking up, he bounces to the kitchen to tell everybody about it. Pan view across the kitchen. They're all puppets. That's not a crazy part. That could be fun, honestly.
It'd be fun, like when they do like triptychs. Like if one of them was told in a different style and it was told like puppets.
Because
Yeah.
I think that's how you could do it. If it was like a Christmas triptych, you could do puppets. You could even do old school puppets with just like the stage and then the hand puppets. You could do
claymation
for sure. Claymation would be awesome, and you could do a
stop motion. Yeah,
too. Stop motion could be fun too.
Mm-hmm.
They had a stop motion in the fan art episode, but it was literally just like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Where she's like a little flannel figure and she's moving around.
Still very cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that made me I don't know, that small little, I mean that whole episode made me happy, but like that small little bit, because in my thought process, it's like they probably contacted the person who made those that little thing and said, could you animate that small scene for us?
Yeah, I think with the traditional drawings, I think they just mimicked the artist's artwork. But I think with something a little more intricate like that, they probably did contact the artist directly and said, "Hey, either how did you do this so we can do it ourselves, or can you do it?" So you brought it up. I assume to your immediate left or right, you have these all stashed in a box somewhere waiting to be released.
Yeah.
Could you show us a couple and just how intricate and detailed these things actually are?
Sure. Linda's here. Since we were literally just talking.
Ow! Ow, that hurt.
Yeah.
Ow! Oh my!
Oh my God!
Here, let me get out of the frame. Should I release? Should I? Oh, I need to puppeteer it out of the frame. Oh, okay. My tripod's not working. His tripod's not working. That's what I say to Bobby when he can't get up. Woo-hoo.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you start off with just like a base model, and then obviously Linda has the distinct hair, the glasses, but is like the base head and figure the same for all the puppets?
Not really, because in full honesty, I built these all years apart from each other. You know,
you probably learn new skills and techniques as you go.
Yeah.
So, like with Linda, and this is how I usually start all my puppets: is I draw it out, you know, as a sketch drawing, and then I move over to.
I literally love how whenever I see people have puppets, they're just kind of like,
as if the puppets,
like it's there. It's so
she had lint coming off her. They call me lint.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Ow, for sure. But yeah,
Gretchen would have a field day with you.
Oh, she would. Oh God, you say your name 3 times and she just appears. It just appears. She's so like, what's it called? The juice bug.
Jose would have a field day with this.
Oh, Jose, can you see me?
That's actually his name.
That's his name.
Jose, can you see?
And that was the thing. Your Linda's pretty good too. So
it is pretty solid.
Stop it.
Now, how long does something like Linda take to make?
It all depends on if
how.
Well, no, it all depends on how readily I have the material. Like, I had all the material for Linda. She took me like a day or two.
Oh, okay.
But the longest it has taken me is 2 weeks because sometimes I order fabric and the shipping gets delayed.
Not in. Yeah.
I just but so Linda, so I made the Linda and Jean puppet actually for my mom and my sister because I had the Teddy puppet for something, and then I thought it'd be fun when the movie came out. We go to the movies with these puppets. So we took.
I already have an idea. This will be fun. later.
So my mom had the Jean one. My sister had Linda here, and then I had Teddy. And it was really cool because we went to a theater and there were people in cosplay as the characters coming in and out.
Yep.
It was like when you get beamed upon the mothership and you're like, oh, I finally found my people, and they're just Martians, you know.
It's so insane because I asked you earlier, like, you on stage, are you afraid of like being seen yourself? And your answer is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm drawn to the puppet. I don't even notice you're there anymore. It's like, get out of here. It's awesome.
Get out of the shot.
See?
Is Linda's time to shine.
Gene had his time. Mike, this would have been just awesome when the movie came out if Mike was there with one of the puppets and we're literally like microphone in hand, just be like, tell me something about how do you feel tonight? How you?
Oh my God, yeah, that's
I feel fantabulous.
That's our fault.
I feel fantabulous.
So, who else do you have? Well, obviously you got Linda.
She's okay.
So
who else you got? Who's next to the party?
I'm going in order of how they're stacked.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
The most recent addition is Tina.
Oh, hi.
Hi. How are you?
God, your impressions are good, man. Like, serious.
Does Tina have the little hair thing to the barrette? Oh, yeah. She does. Yeah.
It's my barrette. It's kind of hard. Hang on. I'm boosting it up. Oh, I'm also trying to hide the mess that I have.
Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah.
Creative people have mess. There's a lot of mess going on back here because I'm organizing everything.
Have you ever had those dreams?
Sure.
Sure. What kind of dreams?
Well, like you're making out with a zombie and it sounds like your grandma having sex.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, definitely,
yes.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to sleep after this.
There's dogs barking outside. I don't know if you can hear that.
Doesn't even break character.
Has anybody from the show reacted or reached out to you to say, "Hey, this is really cool"?
Yes. Well, not reached out, but on 2 or 3 times I've had Lauren Bouchard retweet my puppets, which has been very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I did.
Whenever you get a Lauren, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
we're always just like, oh, the big man tweeted us, or he sent something. That's so cool.
It was like 2 things with Teddy, and then I did oh god, there was crap in my hair.
We noticed. I didn't want to say anything. It was rude.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Get the puppet in the frame.
Absolute worst.
But yeah, it was 2 things with Teddy, and then 1 thing where I did like a marshmallow doing like a stylish walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat here. Aaron says, "How Mystery Science Theater 3000 of you and your mom to go with the puppets to the movie."
That's what I was thinking. How
cool
that
and
would be
sister.
to do.
And sister.
Talk about a supportive family.
And to give credit to their partner, they had an idea. Wouldn't You Seven's premiere was not only a trippy episode, but a kind of puppet episode with the way everyone was her plushes brought to life.
Yeah, the Fortress episode.
Yeah, I had 3 eyes in that one.
Wait, what's the show? I don't know this show. What is this show?
The Fortress. It's Bob's Burgers. The Fortress.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't understand the inner mechanisms of what my sister does, but it scares the living crap out of me.
Well, don't worry. She's not around. She hasn't been created yet.
Even that's really good.
What out of your Bob stuff is the most intricate or gave you the most trouble?
Probably Linda's hair. Like,
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of foam or something in there to keep it up.
Yeah, I want to remake her hair because it's not quite long enough.
I'm
the mayor. No, Mom, I'm the mayor.
You're just holding Linda by the neck.
I'm the mayor. No, I'm the mayor.
Mom,
I just
seriously.
watched that episode.
Oh, God.
I just watched the Hawk and Chick episode where she does that. Mom, stop it.
What if it was an on-screen kiss? You know, not hard R, but like little tongue with the giant monster.
We'll save that. We'll save that for our own personal project.
Are there butts involved?
So many butts.
Yes, butt kisses.
Cello wants to know, can we buy these puppets, please, with 1,000,000 exclamation points? I want these so bad.
I mean, I can make you one. These are mine, though. But I can make you replicas if you want. You just DM.
There you go. There you go.
I'm a little pricey, so.
Let's see. Let me make sure I give a proper shout out to your Instagram so folks can find you.
While you do that, watch what I can do. Oh, I got taller. My neck got taller. Oh wait, and then
they want to know, can you do? Oh my God, no, we're not doing that one. Not doing that last one. That was weird. That was weird. The neck.
They got real small and crunched. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Oh, I thought someone wrote something weird in the chat. I like
literally, Mike. Tina reading funny things on the internet would be fun to watch too.
Oh, just like
serious news stories. Literally, just make her a green jacket and have her read news stories.
Oh my God, yes, I could do.
We have a green wall there. We could literally green screen you into anything.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hang on. I want to get out. Should I get out of the frame? Hang on. Oh my God! A rod just like stabbed me, and my cat is looking concerned. There we go. All right.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Nope. That wasn't the wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how do I do that.
What? What's happening?
I would turn our cameras off.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Here's how we do it.
Hi. Am I still live? Hello, my name is Tina Ruth Belcher. I'm on the internet now. I hear there are butts on the internet. Is that true? Please say it's true. I'm a smart, strong, sensual woman. And to people writing in the chat, I can't see what's going on, so I can't respond. I'm very sorry. I used to spend my time wishing for a plumpy. Oh wait, there's JB. Oh, and there's Mike.
Oh hey Tina, how's it going?
Why'd you guys abandon me?
Oh no, that's
you
not.
Seemed like you had it. You seemed like you had it.
We wanted to give you some spotlight.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna read the back of a Snapple bottle.
I think the internet would have loved that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what the internet would really love? A Tina Belcher version of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me give you the spotlight. Hold on. All yours.
I've never seen Hot Fuzz.
It was your idea.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to happen.
I love this.
Oh God.
You wanted this, Tina. This is your time. This is your moment.
Don't blame the victim. I'm a smart, strong, sensual woman, damn it. Oh, here. I'll sing a happy song. All right. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long it sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand, and we put our hands in our back pockets to caress our butts in the summer wind. I don't get what's so funny. What's so funny?
Nothing. No, it was great. It was great, Tina. This is awesome.
This is better than the original.
Oh wow! Props off to me.
Yes, props to you.
Props to me, baby.
Literally, this is so fun.
I have no words. This is probably one of the best things we've ever had on here.
I almost want Teddy singing "Beyond the Sea." So bad.
Oh, hang on, I can get him.
let me jump through the comments while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Cello wants to know: can you do a bit of Gene and Linda talking to each other? Oh, are you able to do two puppets at once? I know without the arms.
I can, but I like to say that my right hand is a good actor, but my left hand's not. Do you want that before I do, Teddy?
Let's see here. Yeah, whichever you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah,
I can do that. I don't mind. Let me just get.
Christine says these are fantastic and nightmare fuel at the same time.
Why nightmare fuel?
Let's see. Tina is
breaking news. Zombies are taking over, but you couldn't read the camera at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's our fault. Christine says giving Grover Muppet vibes. Abby says there are a lot of them.
He's trying to kill my family.
Oh, hold on. Let me cue this up properly here.
Full screen them.
Now, who wanted this? Cello wanted this, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Cello. Yeah. Random conversation.
Well, I mean, I'm a bad actor when it comes to my left hand. Oh, it's okay, honey. You do your thing. All right, who's ready for the Gene Show? Yeah! Jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. There's my star. We were trying to hug you, perverts. Yeah! Leave my mommy alone.
Oh my god.
What do we talk about, Mom? What do we talk about?
Spa nights for
You
sure.
sound like me. You started to sound like me a little bit there. Yeah, I know it's hard. Just because he's a Gemini doesn't mean he can do everything at once.
Gene and Linda, this is a question for the both of you. Would you ever consider? You're both very musically inclined. Would you consider working together on a project?
I'm to death.
Yeah. Would you consider working together on a project?
Well, I don't know. Mom's a real ham. Oh, I love ham. See what I'm talking about? Brittany Spears over here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
TSA, the musical.
We could do the song foods and show tunes. Yes, and mouth foods.
Do you have a favorite show tune?
Oh, I love that song from Hamilton. Yes, are you wearing bursts? No, not that one. Which one? I want to be in the room where it happens. The room. No. That one's not that good, Mom. Or are you being mean to Lin-Manuel Hamilton's? Oh, look at these. They're the Chuckle Boys. They're chuckling. Yeah, go
chuckle. I will cut this interview, Linda, Gene. Don't give me guff, all right?
No, oh, I'm sorry. It's just I don't like when you insult my little beautiful baby boy. Yeah, I came out of her vagina and I'm beautiful.
Fair enough. I will say this. Cello in the chat. This is for both of you. It says, it looks so cool. I need... Oh, wait. I am out of order here. Holy shit, I love this. Do we not remember the piano?
In front of my baby. Mom, you just said it. Yeah, but you hear me say it at home all the time. That's right.
They also say that they are in tears. This is so good.
If you're in tears, maybe you should have some Tears for Fears playing. That's what I do when I want to stop crying. Put on some Tears for Fears, and then I stop crying because my tears have been converted to fears, and then they can convert it to joy. Yeah, and I put an onion down my pants.
That checks, Linda. That checks.
Yeah,
I meant down my bra, like when I was fish owners. I'll do it. I put hot sauce down my pants. Nothing worse than hot sauce on a wiener.
Toasty One was saying we need a live touring Bob's Puppet Show 18 plus.
Oh, it could be fun. We can tour together. We can be a showbiz family. Yes, I know. We're going to get to meet Questlove on the road. He's an Oscar winner now. No slap can upstage him.
I have no idea where to go from here.
I don't think we have
Most
to go
people
anywhere.
say that when talking to me, so you're not alone.
Linda and Gene, I've loved having you here, but is Teddy around?
Oh, yeah, he's probably downstairs, eating a burger or something, or he's going to poop.
I feel like we're in like a therapy session. Like, I'd like to speak to your other personality now, please.
Oh, okay. Before I get Teddy up, this reminds me of this story. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I'm in 9th grade, and
you look very old for a 9th grader, but go on.
That beard looks great.
Thank you so much. So I was in 9th grade, and it was like a customary like meet the guidance counselor thing with your parent. They did it for every student.
Oh yeah.
And, just saying like if you ever need, blah 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 blah. It was very kind. And we're talking about how I'm a puppeteer, and the guidance counselor goes, "I just want you to know, the puppet's not real." And I'm just thinking, yeah, it's not. And not everyone who plays with puppets thinks that they're real. Are you okay?
Maybe he was trying to tell themselves that. They're like, these aren't real. And you just overheard them.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know that though. It's just like, I don't
whatever
understand.
makes you feel better,
Not sure why we're having this conversation. I know they're not real. Seems like you need to
It would have been so much fun, Mike, if you had come in with a puppet of them for the next conference, and we're just like, I'll tell you this real.
That would have been. There's so many opportunities that would have been improved with puppets. Like I remember it was my senior prom, and everyone was giving me shit because I didn't bring a puppet.
Well, you're the puppet guy now. Abby says projecting their puppet insecurities onto you. You're probably right, Abby.
Yeah,
that happens. You know, some people can't handle the truth of puppets being awesome, and they're just, you know, they just look for a scapegoat. And because I have a beard, like a goat.
So, Michael, you like puppets. Me and my
do.
brother. Yes. I have dreams and aspirations. I'm sure you do too. My brother and me came up with this idea of literally doing pitching older movies, but redoing them with Muppets. And our first project we wanted to do was There'll Be Blood, and it would just be Kermit as Daniel Day-Lewis.
I drink your milkshake.
Literally, and just like be like, I'm finished. Whoa! With the bowling pins, and just like, you're scaring me, Daniel. And he's just like, we'll give them quail prices.
Oh, that's really good. That's a good Kermit.
Yeah, I like doing Kermit. He's fun. But we were like, this would be such a fun idea. Miss Piggy could be like, they all could be in it, but it would just be like hilarious as Robin just being like, I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my child.
Uncle Kermit. I can't do Robin's voice. My sister thinks that they should do Les Mis with Muppets.
Oh, that could be fun too.
I think maybe Sweeney Todd with Muppets.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be really good.
Unhinged puppets, but yes.
Sweeney Todd with Muppets would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do you remember how when the second Knives Out movie came out, Glass Onion, how people were like, you need to have Daniel Craig with the Muppets, like a Knives Out movie with the Muppets.
Oh, I think that'd actually be fun. That'd be like Clue with the Muppets.
Exactly. All right. So I'm just thinking, we stake out Ryan Johnson's house. Throw puppets at him.
Or just every security camera in the house just has a puppet being like,
just staring at him.
Just like that. Just like,
yeah.
Think about it.
Think about it. Seriously, think about it.
That way it gets into his dreams, and then he thinks he came up with it. And
yeah. He has commented on it.
With puppets.
Yes. He's commented on your stuff?
No, not on my stuff. On the fact,
on the idea of puppets,
on the idea of having Benoit Blanc be in the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's like he doesn't think that it would work, but he likes the idea, but he thinks, you know, Benoit Blanc stuff is more serious than what the Muppets would do. But he does want to direct a Muppet movie.
I think you need to show him that it is very serious and can be done.
Yep. Literally.
Exactly.
Here's a scene from There'll Be Blood.
Or No Country from Old Men. And it's just a scene where he takes the little tire pressure thing.
Or Fargo, just, gee whiz.
Just right into the chipper.
Wood chipper.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I'm going to jail.
Oh, Fozzie. Oh my God. Yep. Oh, the chef. Yeah. All of them. It just be fun.
That
really
I think, like, if working with the Muppets, I feel like the best puppeteering job is being the Swedish chef's hands, because you're just throwing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because they're human hands. They're not
all right.
And you just see them like flapping around. I feel like that would be like.
Could we get a Bunsen and Beaker Breaking Bad?
Now, like, me.
But the only word he says, like, clearly is like bitch.
Yep.
Bitch.
Yeah. Everything else is me. There you go. Is there out of the puppets you have made, is there a favorite?
You mean of the Bobs or of in my?
Just in general.
Yeah, just in general.
I have a couple here. This one. Do you want me to pull them out or?
It's up to you. You can either tell us or show us.
If
Yeah,
they're accessible, that's fine.
yeah.
I brought 2 bags. This little guy's fun. His name's Patrick. I'm on the podcast. This is a part. Oh wait, that was messing. I don't want to see the mess. Hello, my name's Patrick.
I don't know why, JB, but it reminds me of, you remember Simon has that old animation they used to do, the ghost hunter with the demon. This reminds me of that.
That he wants no one.
He wants somebody to know about. Yeah.
Which one am I?
You are the demon.
The demon.
Oh, poopy.
No, that's a good thing. He's an amazing character.
He's the best character.
Oh, he's like Billy Crystal in House Moving Castle.
Yes, Calcifer for sure.
Calcifer. Yes, he's like calcium.
Your eyes are just, there's something about them.
Thank you. They're beautiful. Oh, do you think that's good? Hang on. You think that my eyes are beautiful? Wait till you see my crowning achievement. My areola. I need to clarify that they are not nipples because they do not have the bump. Look, no bump. No bump. It is areola. I'm not having any of that lactation crap.
What was that? I just saw a hand there. What was that? It was, what is that?
What?
Questions.
Yeah, there was like.
Oh my God, these worms! I don't like them until they're gummy.
It's good. It's fair. It's very good.
Let's see. Toasty One says a skit of all of your favorite puppets and cartoon characters trying out for adult roles, but they never are taken seriously. Oh, that'd be fun. Like they go to like an audition.
The Muppets
and like
auditions.
Yeah.
It would be great. I would. Oh my God. Oh no! Don't look at the.
It'd be like testing for Anton Sugar. Teddy. Cello is dying. This is so funny. Or this is too funny. Nice.
Or like cabaret.
Oh, glad it is. Yes.
You said Teddy next?
Yeah. If you want to bring out Teddy, I don't know if Teddy's around, but
I heard something about Sugar and Teddy, so it wasn't.
Oh. Although Anton Sugar doesn't have many lines. There he is.
Here I am, Saint Valentine.
How you doing, Teddy? You doing good these days?
Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm on these new anxiety medications, and it's made me feel great. I have no nervous feeling ever again, except for right now, and yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and so on and so forth, and tomorrow probably.
But beyond that, you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to tell us a story, Teddy, like the ones you tell Bob? About maybe that thing.
What?
Maybe a story about, that thing you picked up.
I can't hear you,
So, this is Ranga says this is even better. Sounds like Cookie Monster from Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah, I have a story about Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. All right. So I was walking down the street in the 80s, and I was in New York, and I saw on the street they were filming the Muppets Take Manhattan, and they had the Muppets laying out there, and they looked like deflated corpses. And I was like, that's scary. That's scary. And because I love Dark Crystal with all my heart, so seeing them all deflated like that, it freaked me out, and I had to run to the nearest restroom to avoid my bowels from terror.
That's a story for Dr. Ramirez this week.
Yeah.
That was just the beginning. I didn't even get to what happened in the bathroom.
There's a rat with a piece of pizza.
Go on, we got time.
There's a rat where it's tiny little. He looks at me. He looks at me. He's like, "Where you going?
JB, if you would have told me this would be a more unhinged interview than Andy Kindler, I wouldn't have believed you.
Oh no, I figured it would be. I love this.
I made you unhinged.
Nothing.
Unhinged.
Nothing. You're good. You're good.
You speaking to what?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you, what?
You're good, Teddy. You're good.
What you're saying, Mike? I can't hear what you're saying.
Pervert? Who you calling a pervert?
Pervert! Who you calling pervert? There's your $4.16, Bob. I can go to any restaurant, Bob. I lost my cool a little bit, Doc. My doc's like, hey, I gotta talk about it in therapy. Oh, you cool up and talk about it. I lost it.
It seems like you may need to change the dosage on your medication there.
What?
Sorry, I'm not a doctor. I shouldn't say.
The question, what was it?
Oh, I was thinking maybe you need. I was thinking maybe you. Perhaps you need to change. Perhaps your dosage needs to be changed on your medication.
Well, I mean, I'm smoking 4 blunts a day.
Maybe that's too many.
What?
Focus. No. Look straight. No, Teddy, over here. Forward.
Who's forward?
Okay, right there. Hold.
What do I do? What do I do? I'm afraid I'm going to break something.
Just hold still for a second.
Oh, okay.
Maybe maybe that's too many blunts in a day.
Can I roll now?
Oh, yes, please. Sorry.
Oh, my
yes.
God. Oh, I was going to get lockjaw. You ever get lockjaw? It's terrible.
Had it once.
Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
I have a song.
Sure. You take it away? Yeah. What you got?
I'm sailing away on the open arms of the virgin seas. I don't remember the words. Oh my God, I don't remember the words. I'm live on the internet. I don't remember the words. Oh my God, Bobby, help me. Oh my God.
Just you popping up was so fucking terrifying.
You don't like when I do this?
It's your big dead eyes, Teddy. It's the big dead eyes that do it for me.
Oh, no, they're not dead. No, they're not dead.
Who's gonna hire a handyman looking like this, Bobby? Who's gonna do that?
I'm a gentle person. It's just the photos.
But this is a video, Teddy. This is a video.
What?
This is a video. This isn't even.
This is a photo shoot. I was going to unbutton my button and little show a little of the sternum bush.
Please don't.
Sternum bush?
No, we're good. Is there anything you'd like the no, Teddy? Okay. Is it? Okay. Is there anything you'd like? Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh boy. Is there anything you'd like the audience to know that maybe they don't really understand about Teddy? I mean, obviously you're a misunderstood fella. Is there anything you'd like us to know that maybe you kind of like keep to yourself, or?
This time I really actually can't hear you. No, I actually can't hear you this time.
Teddy, is there anything you'd like the audience to know about yourself that we don't already know?
Wait, calm down. Seriously, I actually can't hear you guys.
I don't even know who's talking to me at this point. Okay. I was like, I don't know what's a bit and what's not a bit anymore.
What?
Can you hear us?
I can. Now I can.
Okay, there we go. Teddy got too close to the camera. He might have hit mute.
Yeah.
I thought it was my internet acting up again.
Yeah.
Sorry, you hit mute once and then you're like, oh.
So Teddy, I'm gonna try this again. Is there anything you'd like the audience to know about you that maybe we don't already know?
I once read the Kama Sutra.
Okay. That Mike, are you there? Michael, are you there? I'd like to. Yeah. Hey. No, Teddy was a little. I don't know what that last bit was. Yeah, he was a bit much. Yeah. We asked for one thing and he gave us a million things. Oh my lord, no.
You sound like my teachers in school.
Jeez, Pete. That's it's amazing. What you do is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's fantastic. Everybody in the chat, I don't know if you can see the chat, but I mean, just some of the comments here. I'm dying. This is too funny. Whoa, your Teddy is so good. This is even better. Sounds like Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. This is so priceless. The chat absolutely loves it. We absolutely love it.
Yes, this is so much fun.
What's the next step for you? What do you want to do now?
So I've been doing a lot of writing. What I really like, my absolute dream is to make movies. I very much want to make puppet movies, animated movies, movies of stories that I come up with. I have a couple completed scripts and trying to figure out ways to get those made. I also illustrated a couple picture books that I'm also trying to get published. The end goal for me is that's why I'm short. I wasn't sitting on the pillow. The end goal for me is to make at least one movie before my time on this beautiful blue marble that has a lot of eternity. Earth is up.
Hey, if you got an iPhone, then you can easily make your own movie. You don't need a studio or nothing. I think you can definitely. And I've seen your animations, and you're able to shoot stuff. You seem to got a good firm grasp on like setting up a shot and the whole composition of it all. So I don't see why you couldn't.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
My throat's a little sore from doing Teddy's voice.
Let's see. Abby says that was awesome. You're so talented.
Oh, thank you, Abby. It's very kind of you.
All right. Hold on. Abby's cool, but let's hold on.
According to Mike, that's enough praise.
It's so damn considerate. Thank you.
No, they love what you do, and we love what you do too. Is there anything you'd like to well, actually, one question. Why Bob's Burgers?
I honestly don't know. Basically,
you tell me. I don't know.
So I started watching it in high school. I didn't start in season
God
1.
Damn it.
Michael, get over it.
And so what kind of got me started is because I had a puppet that actually his voice sounded kind of like Teddy, and I heard there was someone during a free period who was watching an episode, and Teddy talks like, "Oh, I could do that voice," and they kind of was like, "Oh, I should check it out." And the more I watched them, more laughable and eerily relatable I found it, between me and my family, and it brought my family a lot closer together during, the aftermath of a difficult time. And, there's small specificities that I think relate to a bunch of different people, and they relate to me and my family very much. I was raised on potty humor, Captain Underpants and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And
just feeling older and older with every reference you give, Mike. Not gonna lie.
It's what I'm here to do. But yeah, because at the end of the day, it was a bunch of weird, messy people who have unconditional love for their family and have such a tight knit group to them. And I was, you don't really see that in many TV families, which is very, very cool. Because my family was very very, very, very tight knit. And we had, like I said, some difficult times, and that just made our tight knittedness even more intertwined and more close together. And just the relatability and the comfort. It gives each of us comfort Like when, anytime like Linda does something kind of crazy, like with the ornaments, like her freaking out where the ornaments are. I say,
Yeah.
Mom, that's you specifically, Mom, and like, oh, you're just a bunch of Billy Joel babies. Hey, that's you. Yeah. Raised on Billy Joel music, and it's one of those things that it makes people feel like you're talking direct. It's like talking specifically to you, which I think is a very cool thing that someone can do.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention toe tapping musical numbers, and it just feels like a hug.
It really does. That's what most people tell us is the reason they like the show so much is it connects on so many levels for them and with their families, and it just makes them feel that much closer.
Yeah.
Well, you touched on it, one bit of it where it's and much like other shows in the what we call the Lauren verse, the Lauren Extended Universe, Central Park, and the Great North. They show families that aren't afraid to love each other. They'll give each other grief, but at the end of the day, they love each other, and nobody's made to feel like the butt of a joke. Looking at you, Family Guy. Not to say that Family Guy's bad, but I'm just saying the family dynamic is totally different.
Oh, very much.
So it is nice that
even in home movies.
Let's see. Abby says my family is the same way. She says the Bob's Riders, but have bugged our house. The Bob's Riders have bugged our house because it's so much like us. Oh, JB is able to show the thing on there.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
That was cool. Where was that?
Yeah, where was that? We are learning stuff every time we do this show. Let me.
You just go over it, and it says show, and you show.
Oh,
it.
bet. Oh, okay. Here's one.
I took it away.
Oh, Toasty says I would help crowdfund your projects.
That's literally the same one I was about to post. Okay.
There you go. Well, again, want to thank you so much for giving us so much of your time. We've gone an hour and a half at this point, and it's more than we could have ever hoped for. The puppets were amazing. Absolutely love what you're doing. You're killing it. Please keep doing what you're doing. And if there's any way that we could either do something with you or help you in any way, please let us know. Do not hesitate.
Oh, thank you so much. Likewise.
Absolutely. Is there anything you'd like to plug before we put a cap on all this?
I mean, my charger's plugged in, so I guess my social medias. If you like that stuff, I have a lot of videos of my Bob's Burgers puppets. They're not as frequent as like the stuff I do like with this guy and my other stuff, but I should make them more frequent. So
I can guarantee you, after people have seen this interview, they're gonna love to see your other puppets too. It's not just Bob's; your other stuff's fantastic. So,
thank you. So, yeah,
it might even be worth mixing the two universes together too.
Yeah. What?
I was gonna say mix the Bob stuff with your other puppets so people can get introduced to them.
Is that copyright infringement?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
It's artistic creativity.
Here's a nice little comment from Abby. I've worked here for over a year. Worked is a loose term. She means with us on the podcast. It's definitely my favorite interview of yours. Coolest. Michael, thank you for sharing your talents with us.
Oh my God. Wow. I beat out people who have worked on Bob's Burgers.
My friend, we've had Ron Lynch on here. We've had
Teddy. We've had the man Teddy.
Larry Murphy's been on here.
I'm better than all of them.
You're better than all of them. Those are Abby's words.
Thank you, Abby. That's very kind of you. What's this one? Thank you so much. This was great, and I'm so glad to meet you. Well, I've never met you, but thank you.
And they say they will definitely be following you now.
Oh, hopefully on social media and not in real life, because getting stalked is not fun.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so cool. That seems to be a you problem. So
that is true. I mean, not many people have an ass that won't quit like me. Only if my jokes go too much. You know, that's like the one thing I never want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Oh, Cello wants to know if if you have a YouTube.
I
account.
do.
I know they do have an Instagram account. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Plug it.
Okay, so Paradiso Puppets on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm not calling it X.
Nobody is.
Nobody
no one
is.
Did. No one will.
Yeah, so Paradiso Puppets. And you'll get to see weird I'll bring this guy out near the end because I've been using him a lot lately.
Oh yes. I've seen this on quite a few of the YouTubes.
Yes, hello. Oh God, my wrist is dislocated. Hello. Oh dear Lord, I'm overexposed and pale. Yes, you get to see me do a bunch of zany stuff like monologue to a camera and make fun of people with happier lives than me.
Yes, Abby in the chat, put your handle down there so everybody can find her. If you're on our Instagram, we post this stuff, so we always tag them, so you can find them there as well.
Again, much appreciate. That's the kindness that you guys have given me when it comes to promoting like art and stuff knows no bounds. Thank you so much. Doing that not just for me, but for all the other artists out there.
And we'll let you know. I tagged Larry on that, so if he sees the Teddy video I posted, I will let you know.
He has. He actually has seen the Teddy puppet in work, which I was shocked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's such a great guy. So I'm sure if anyone's gonna notice it, Larry will be one of those guys.
Any relation to Eddie Murphy?
Actually, it's his father.
Yes.
Larry is Eddie's father.
Larry is Eddie's father. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's in the eyes. You gotta look in the eyes, but it's there. It's there. Well, again, hopefully this is, and you know what, I'm not even gonna say hopefully. I know this isn't the last time our paths are gonna cross.
No. We'll definitely pass again.
We may actually have a chat here off live stream, so don't go anywhere once these credits roll. Michael, the rest of you can go. That's fine.
Get out of here!
Get out of
here! Kidding. We love you. We love each and every one of you more than your parents ever could. I am so uninhibited right now. I love it.
That's great, though. We're glad you're having fun. We're here to have fun. That's what this is all about.
That's true.
But this has been From the Great North to Wonder Wharf, your unofficial one-stop destination for bento box information. Tune in next week, all week, when we are broadcasting live from San Diego Comic-Con, bringing you all the bento box information news, potentially some guests. Who's to say?
I'm not going to be there.
We make zero promises.
We make zero promises. Yes, absolutely.
But as shaped like JB's beautiful head.
Make a
I hope
wish.
that was okay to say.
Of course. As always, I am Mike.
I'm JB.
I'm Michael. Hello. And
goodbye. We will see you next Monday live from San Diego. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Sweet dreams.